Witchpeace Craft. Welcome to today's video. Yes, just a little quick video to say we're leaving on a jet plane. We're going on a week-long holiday. Yes, we're just having a bit of escape from all the rain and humidity, and we're heading south for a week to Australia's capital city, Canberra, where all the parliament, the parliament houses are. That doesn't really interest me. When we talked about getting away, Thing and I, he said, we've never been to Canberra, but guess what? I discovered, dun-dun-dun, we're leaving on a Thursday, and on the weekend is the Australian Yarn and Wool Show. And I have in my folder 2 tickets for Saturday and Sunday. I am going to go to the Australian Yarn and Wool Show, which I believe will be a lot of fun. It's pretty specky, apparently. I learned about it on Instagram online, and when we were talking about going, I thought this is a great idea, because while I'm at the Yarn and Wool Show, Thing will go off and do his thing. He wants to do tours of the old Parliament House and the new Parliament House, and that just doesn't interest me. So we'll go off and do our own things. We've got an apartment book, so yeah, we should be pretty well right. We leave Cairns, we fly to Sydney, and we've got about an hour in Sydney, then we fly to Canberra, which happens. It's not always easy to get a direct flight from here. So, flying. When I travel, I like to take a project with me for, on the plane, airport delays, all that sort of thing. So in my redesigned project bag that Thing bought me, I have my project for the trip, and it's in here in my Blackface Sheep project bag by Vintage Mildred. She has an Etsy shop. I bought this one from her. She lives in Western Australia, I think. I love this. I've had this a few years. It's had a couple of washes. It's really well made. She does a great job. So I'll try and put a link to her Etsy shop below. And for me, normally when I fly, I take a crochet project, because some airlines or securities at airport won't let you take knitting needles. And I never want to risk losing a knitting project that gets confiscated by security. So this time, I've decided to take something different. I am taking a Tunisian crochet project. Yes, I'm showing you a whip. I will be held accountable for it, even if it doesn't turn out. They always kill Tunisian crochet. So why did I decide on this? Well, a couple of years ago, I gave it a go. I tried to do a make-along where you did different Tunisian squares with different stitches. The plan was I'd put them in a blanket, but I never did, because they're all different sizes, shapes. I think it's your tension I was learning. I know I used all the same sort of yarn, and a friend took them all, frogged them, and put all that yarn into a blanket for charity. I couldn't even face frogging them, let alone putting them together for a blanket. So I'm really glad that she did that, and appreciate that it was something she wanted to do. So Tunisian crochet, this is a project in my head. I do know it's got to be between 26 and 30 inches long that way. It's wide enough. So we will see how we go. I am just doing the simple stitch, which gives it a basket weave look, which I really like for my project. And it came about because cleaning up my yarn stock and different items, I came across my Knit Pro Tunisian crochet set. When I did it, I went out and bought this. Now, they're not cheap, but I did get this at a good price, and I thought I would do a lot more, but the squares made me frustrated, and I just put it away, and I never tried it again. So look, you can see it's a beautiful set that way. That way, with all the hooks, beautiful hooks. And in here are all, look, I haven't even opened the stoppers and the cables. So yes, I am taking Tunisian crochet for traveling. So This is a 5.5mm Tunisian hook. The yarn I am using is cast on cotton cake. It's a yarn from a discount store. It's about $5 a ball. I've used it before. It's 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. It is a lovely yarn. It is lovely and soft. The colorway is Wildflowers, and they actually recommend a 4.5mm needle for it. And I did learn one of the tips is to go up a size for Tunisian crochet. So that's what I'm taking on the plane. Let me know in the comments below if you've done Tunisian crochet or you're an expert at it and you've got some good tips and tricks to teach me and inspire me to keep going. So hopefully this is a fairly basic project. I know it's not a scarf. Hopefully this will work out fine. Blackface sheep bag. We'll just put that one over there. So when I travel, I also take a project, because that's sort of for traveling when I'm actually traveling. When I'm in downtime and I have a bit of craft time, which isn't much, I take another project and usually do a bit at night or whenever, when, you know, I'm unwinding. And in my pink flower sheet bag, this is one that Reeves bought me for Christmas from Vintage Mildred, same person. It's a great little shop. You should check it out. I decided I'd take a knitting project that I have on the go. And this is another whip I'll be held accountable for. It's a slouch beanie. It's a pattern I do quite often and sell quite a few of them during the cooler months on my Etsy shop. Now this yarn, which I think the colors have turned out really well, I really like it. I'm just knitting as I go. Here it is. That's it there. It's a sock yarn and it's quite thick. So I bought this when I was in Munich in Germany. Now it says Super Sock 8. I think the 8, whatever that word is, means 8 ply. It's 75% merino, 25% polyamide. They recommend a 4.4 to 5mm knitting needle for it. That's the yarn band there. Most of it's in German, so I can't really tell you much more than that. It's not too bad. It's not super soft, but it's not scratchy, and I'm sure it'll wash up fine for a beanie or two. Because it's quite a big ball, 315 meters. It was a 150 gram ball. It was expensive, but I bought it, they had 40% off, which made it more economical for me to buy. But I do think that'll be a great knitting project with my llama knitting needle stoppers on in my Vintage Mildred flower sheep project bag. Normally I take too much. I take yarn, I take possible projects. This time I am being really strict with myself because I'm only going for a week and just taking the 2 projects. Just put those over there. So yes, I am looking forward to getting away. I'm hoping to catch up with some people at the Australian Yarn and Wool Show. We will see. I believe Zach from Zaddy Craft has been nominated for an award. Jamo from Skein Machine, which I bought yarn from last year in Adelaide, I think he's having a stall there. He had workshops. I really wanted to go to one, but both of them are sold out. We sort of had to wait for Things Specialist to decide when he has another little minor surgery, which is at the end of March. So that's why we've decided to go, because he is allowed to travel. He's just got to take it easy. And I missed out on the workshops, which is disappointing because I would have loved to have done one of his, but there's always next year. Will I be buying yarn? That's a silly question. Of course I'll be buying yarn. I love hand-dyed pure wools for knitting. I just love it. And I do have too much, and that's why I've started doing some knitting projects and using up some of my wool stock. Now, plushies. I do have an acquisition to show you, and something I bought from a thrift shop. So this came about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, week and a half. One night I was really bored. There was nothing on television, and it popped up on Instagram, Vicky Vass Designs. Now I had bought Amy sticks from Vicky Vass Designs before. I bought polar bears, which I really love. And I was looking through her stuff, and she had 2 Amy sticks in different sizes that I wanted. And guess what? Ta-da, ta-da, there they are. Little witches' hats. They are so cute. I love these. That's why I got them. It's even got me thinking that I should change the yellow in my logo to orange, because orange is my favorite color. But there you go. I bought 2 Amy sticks from Vicky Vass Designs. She does sell other stuff. Hopefully I'll remember to put links in the description below for you to check her out, along with Vintage Mildred. Definitely worth checking out her project bags. They are really great. So that was my acquisition. Then I picked up a little happy mail, a postcard from Barbara. And this is where plushies come in. Seahorses. This was really interesting, learning about seahorses, how they like coastal warmer waters like Florida. They eat plankton and eggs and eat fish eggs. They range in size from 6 to 12 inches, which means they're not very big. And gestation period is 4 to 6 weeks. There's a lot of info, and I really love this card. And it got me thinking, I haven't made a plushie seahorse, and I think I should. So if you know of any great plushie seahorse patterns, I don't want to do it in acrylic. I'd really like to do it in a plushie yarn. Let me know. If it's like a 4-weight acrylic yarn, I do have Patty's Plush, which I probably could do it in and probably just turn out a little bigger. But it's got me thinking I'd like to make a seahorse. So maybe I'll be researching a seahorse pattern on those quiet nights. Work this week, earlier in the week, was really quiet. So in a lunch hour, I thought I'll go to the thrift shop, charity shop, op shop, whatever you want to call it, across the road and see what they have. And I found something I really like. Now I have some of these that I got from another charity shop a few years ago that I use on my market stall. And they range in price from $10 to $15 new. And I got 2 of these. What do I use them for? Well, on my market stall, those plushies that sit, but you want to display one standing up, these are perfect because that squeezes in. You can get whatever height you want. These are smaller than the ones I have. I have quite big ones. And I got 2 of them for $2 each. Such a bargain. Highly recommend if you see them, especially in a charity shop or thrift shop, op shop, and they're a reasonable price and in good condition. These are brand new. Definitely get a couple for your market stall. It will help you display them. Yes, I want to make a plushy seahorse. I have to have a look. Not tonight, because I still haven't packed and we catch the plane tomorrow. So by the time you're watching this, I'll be sitting at the airport doing Tunisian crochet, waiting for my plane. I'm still way behind on packing. Got to cook dinner yet too. Oh, I'm so excited to be going away. The constant rain and humidity can get you down, can make you feel very bleh. And it's just nice to get away and have a change of scenery. The weather could be wet, cold, miserable, who knows? But just a change of scenery and to a city I've never been before is really exciting. So I'm really looking forward to it. I did plan to come home early today, but ended up staying an hour later than I normally do because our accountant decided we needed to do something before I left. And even though I wasn't keen, I did stay and do it. Anyway, that's life. I'm so excited. I hope I can do a vlog, get some pictures and share with you my experience of the Australian Yarn and Wool Show and just Canberra in itself, what we get up to. So guys, stay safe, stay well. Let me know if you have any tips on Tunisian crochet or you know of a great seahorse plushie pattern in the comments below. And make sure you come back and watch my follow-up video on my trip away. Until next time, bye for now.